top management of the sector, our SGBs in various institutions of the province, our educators, our organizations that has got a direct and indirect interest in education, the Executive Council of the province. Let me brief you all this morning. Today we have convened a media briefing to provide an update on some of the critical programs that the sector has embarked on in delivering its own core mandate. We felt it is imperative that we do that consistently, especially when we finish up the quota as defined in terms of the plans of the sector. Let me start by introducing to you formally the acting HOD, Dr. Nugu, in his absentia, precisely because of the sickness that he has actually suffered in the past 2 days. We requested him to just take a leave of 1 or 2 days so that at least, because he has been overworking himself, and at least we must demonstrate that human face. We are of course aware that he is an educationist who brings a lot of experience and expertise to advance the education in the province. So it's one of an add, not a loss, that we would have him as being part of the contingents of strategic thinkers within the sector. He has been doing that, by the way, before, but we felt we must bring him back, understanding the history of the position that has been vacant for quite some time after the departure of Dr. Mbute, which was caused by now, that is being handled by the OGP in the context of trying to secure an out-of-court settlement, and therefore allowing the process of the sector to appoint a new HOD in a short space of time when that has been concluded by the respective departments or offices. Ladies and gentlemen, the writing of the National Senior Certificate Mid-Year Examinations for 2023 academic year is currently underway in the province. As you may be aware that the Eastern Cape Department of Education is responsible for the examinations of all grades from grade 1 to grade 12 learners in the province, enrolled in all schools, approved independent schools and approved examination centers. The basic principle of assessment and examinations is to provide fair and equitable opportunities for all learners that are registered in the examinations. Grade 12 remains the highest qualification that can be obtained in the basic education phase. This therefore renders the National Senior Certificate qualification to be a national and a public interest. A total of 30,035 candidates have been registered for the current exams and are categorized as follows. The supplementary candidates from 2022 November and 2022 December examinations. The candidates who were absent with the valid reasons during that period. Candidates who were unable to complete their examinations at that time, the candidates who want to improve their achievement status, the senior certificate candidates. That we have is 752 currently, with inclusive of the supplementary NSC and 2023 June candidates. In order to ensure that the 2023 NSC examinations is credible and error-free, the department shall focus on improving the 8 areas of focus, namely accurate registration of senders and learners, high quality question papers of the appropriate standard, secure the movement of question papers from origination to the examination venues, monitoring of the writing of examinations, marking of the appropriate standard applicable to every examination scripts, accuracy of resulting, detection and management of irregularities, issuing of certificates on time. There are no major challenges encountered during the writing of these examinations, and as a sector, will continue to monitor the process as it unfolds. Maybe let's clarify this question. Why is it necessary to bring this to your attention? The current cohort of learners that are writing examinations this year are learners that has got no history of examinations. They are a product of controlled tests since 2020. The COVID-19 dislodged them from the national standards of examinations. So in essence, it means they have never been exposed into an examination room. Before you talk about the content of what is contained in the paper, you must first deal with the issue of the psychosocial behavior and the understanding of them in the context of the assessment and examinations procedures. And I'm therefore saying this is a generation of grade 12s that for the past 3 years have never done a complete curriculum of the NSC. They are a product of a trimmed curriculum in the country. If you trace back when the COVID arrived, they are a product of some days that were cut off in the curriculum, and those days that were cut off in the curriculum in the country have been cut off with the content thereof. Hence, I'm then saying it's a bit a sensitive generation of grade 12s, this one, that is going to write examinations in the country, not in the province, because it has got no history of any examinations in the past. But equally, albeit that it doesn't suggest that the examination boards that has been assigned in the country to quantify and ensure that the standards are met internationally, then they are going to write grade 12 that has been trimmed. It's not. They are going back to the national standards that have been set in the past, meaning that as provinces and as schools and as districts, you need to close up any potential gap that is there in terms of content and otherwise. Hence, I'm then saying we must all understand the evolution of these grades 12 coming from the past, not being able to be part of the standards that has been set in the past. So the provincial, then the CEM, then I just wanted to explain this. The CEM then took a decision that all grade 12s in the country must write a mid-year examination.